Good morning from the Meraner Hütte. Stayed here last night. Great place, great food, great value, and it was a great place to shelter from the storm. Just gone 5 o'clock in the morning. B28, Meraner Hütte, down to the valley, 15 kilometers to the town of Meraner, and then 13 kilometers up to the Hochganghaus, which is a total of 28 kilometers, 1,400 meters. There's an orange thunderstorm warning coming in from around midday today, so I'm going to get down the valley, see what the weather's doing, and either rest in Meraner or push on to the finish point. So let's get on the trail. Trail crosses this bridge, and this is path 14, which is on the map, and then you descend into the valley and come straight back up here. I'm not going to take that route from the bridge. I'm going to stay high on path 18A to save myself a steeper climb. That's the Valico Owl, another place to stay. I stayed over there, and now we have the sun coming up this morning. The trail continues up this way. 3.5 kilometers in, come to this junction, pick up path 18, and now we start to descend down to the valley. There's a stillness before the storm, I can feel it. Anyway, just over 4 kilometers in, descending down to the valley on this pretty decent forest trail. So hope to be down in Meraner before the rain starts shortly. What's happened to all these trees? Maybe they got this disease that kills all the pine trees. Our path goes down through here. That's the trail coming out of the forest after the steep descent. That's looking back up to where we've been. This is pretty flat. You could get a tent on there. Picking up path 3 down this forest service road. About 6 kilometers in, look at that view. Fantastic. 7 kilometers in, there's this guest house there. It looks closed up to me. Now I'm going to continue on this asphalt road for a bit and then pick up a forest trail to get down to the town of Meraner. That's the asphalt road up there. 8 kilometers in, you pick up trail 3, which is this forest path. Pretty steep for about 2.5 kilometers. Just coming out of the forest, still going down, crossing this asphalt road, and the path continues on a similar stone path. It's not too bad actually. Pretty good walking. This is our trail here, 24. It's the footpath that goes down through the woods. The footpath that stays on the asphalt road is path 3, going down here. Down on the valley floor, 12 kilometers in, there's the sign for Meraner 2000, which is the ski lift. It takes you up to where I came from today, although you can't see it because of the sun. About 3 kilometers left to go before we arrive at the town of Meraner. Nice castle up there. Trail now comes down between this apple orchard and these vineyards, and the town of Meraner's down there. This thunderstorm starts at midday, heavy rain for 12 hours. So when I get to Meraner, I'm going to wait out the storm there. So that'll be 15 kilometers in for the day. I guess you could call it a Nero. And then I'll pick up the steep section of the trail tomorrow morning once this rain has gone. Good morning from Meraner. So coming down from the Meraner Hütte to here, I beat the rain, and then it rained for 12 hours heavy. Also snow at 2,600 meters. That wasn't good because I'm going to be on the Simalauen Glacier in the next day or so. So I went home for a couple of days, let the trail dry out, and now I'm back to finish B28 this morning and the rest of the trail. So the trail starts with a 1,500 meter climb over the next 13 kilometers, and so let's get into it. Leaving Meraner, we pick up this footpath, the Panorama Weg, for about 3 kilometers up to the small village of Dorf Tirol, where the trail will get pretty steep. That's about 18 kilometers done for the stage. Just about to go through the village of Dorf Tirol There's Castello Tarola, and we're going to get up into those mountains. 18.5 kilometers in, you have the cable car option if you want, up to there, up to the Hochganghaus. That will save you the climb of 700 meters in 3 kilometers. But for me, I'm going to pick up trail 23B and get up to this forest and get into here. That's where I've come up, that asphalt road. That's a steep climb. That's 650 meters, mainly on the asphalt road. A little bit of a forest trail, and I think the trail goes up here. There's the cable car upper station. We're going to be picking up trail 24. It goes up here, up to those steps. About 8 kilometers, 350 meters elevation left. That's the view back down towards Meraner. Now we're on the Meraner Hohenweg, path 24, to the end of the stage. 23 kilometers in, there's the Lita Elm, elevation 1,522. They got 16 beds and do half board. My trail goes this way. The trail's still going up on this stone path. Probably about 3 kilometers left to the hut. This is the first of many of these suspension bridges that go along this trail, and so once I get to the end, I got a 60-meter climb up to the hut, maybe 20 minutes, and there's the view. This is the Hochganghaus, Rifugio del Valico, 1,839 meters elevation. The end of B28, 28 kilometers, 1,540 meters elevation. Top stage. I'm going to get in here, get something to eat, and then get back on trail for B29.